Welcome back, guys, to the North American Star League Season 4 Grand Finals, live from the Center Theater in Long Beach. Right now, Hero leads 3-2 over Violet. He's won 3 maps in a row.
Championship point, Ben, right here, right now.
This is it, match point. $30,000 on the line. And as soon as our players say go, we are gonna go.
Violet is ready, Hero was ready. I just want to make sure that he's still ready. You never know.
And he says go, go, let's do it. Countdown has begun, our 6th and perhaps our final map of this tournament.
Perhaps our final cast of the year, Ben.
Wow, how about that?
How about
Almost vacation time.
Yes.
It's gonna be Whirlwind. Oh man, Hero has just looked unstoppable these last 3 games. Really, it looked like Violet was gonna run away with this series.
I mean, perhaps this last game, man, was like Chance. Chance is definitely gonna join in too. I wonder who's Chance rooting for. Chance is on the side of Hero right now. I'm not sure what that means.
He's rooting for whoever has the kibbles.
I love that last game, man. Perhaps not the most action-packed game, but the way that both players were reacting to each other and the way that Hero went into that game, I thought it was such a high-level game.
Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Whirlwind. The purple Zerg player now trailing 2-3, Azubu Violet. And his opponent, undefeated in December tournaments, it seems, Kev.
Well, he didn't win IPL.
We're not going to count that one.
Okay.
Never happened. The blue Protoss player, Liquid Hero.
You know, Ben, what is it with these guys that like somehow stay at our place and you expect them to play so much StarCraft? We had Stefano earlier this year staying at our place and we kept offering, Elias, do you want to play some games? You got WCS coming up. He's like, no, Kevin, maybe you play a game.
I want to make fun of you.
Yeah, show me how good you are. I was like, oh yes, you got a big tournament. He's like, it's okay. And
Stefano's such a troll. He literally sits behind you while you play and he's like, you think you're good?
Yeah. And then if you do something well and you look behind, he's like, you're so proud, aren't you? I was like, wow, yes. Just be nice. And then he went to Europe, ended up winning WCS, which I really thought was impossible in that moment with the very minimal / non-existing amount of games that he played in those 7 days prior to the event. And now we had Hero at our place, and I was so excited to watch one of the best Protoss players in the world, first person. But all I saw him do was watch Korean drama.
Man, he loves his Korean TV shows or movies or whatever it was, some Korean gangster flick.
Yeah. Korean Lord of the Rings trilogy,
It was
man.
7 hours long, guys, I swear. He started at lunchtime. Me and Kevin came back from work at like 1 a.m. and he was still watching this show. Like, here, have you practiced at all? He's like, no, I'm watching movie.
It's like, maybe tomorrow? He's like, yeah, maybe. He opens up Battle.net, he looks at it, and he's like, nah, not yet.
Sees that it's patching, he's like, oh, there was a patch.
Yeah. Oh man, this is going to be perhaps everything or nothing. Violet opening up standard so far. Same goes for Hero. As you see him working on the wall. Fort's already finished up. Gateway is part of the wall as well. Curious to see what we're going to see out of Hero. Perhaps Stargate play once more. Because I felt the only time he did Stargate in this series, it kind of got shut down because of the first Overlord Scout scouting the Stargate. And then also the second Overlord Scout seeing all those gateways.
Now, Violet has played once on this map in this tournament against the Muslim, and he really took full advantage of the openness of all the attack paths, counterattacking constantly. It's a little bit harder to get away with that kind of a style in this matchup. However, it's going to be tough, maybe not for Protoss to get a 3rd base, but to get a 4th base, it's going to be very, very hard.
And I'm curious to see, where is Hero going to expand? Is he going to expand towards Violet, or is he going to expand away from Violet?
Now, if he expands away from Violet, now you're talking about a real headache. He has to defend this expansion so far over here, and then he's got the main base down in the bottom left. That's open to drops, that's open to mutas, it's open to all sorts of shenanigans. So Violet will have tons and tons of mid-game options for aggression.
Hero, of course, very actively scouting with his probe, does not want to get surprised, carries a lot of momentum right now after winning those 3 games on the row, and he won them so convincingly. Just the Metropolis game, I was a little bit surprised by the other games. I think he played so extremely well. And we're going to see how this turns out. He's going to open up with the Zealot and the Stalker. I think the Stalker is just to deny any Overlord Scouts. because it's unlikely that he wants to run across the map here on Whirlwind, as it's such a big map.
Hero really, really favoring this one-gate robo build. He's done it now 3 times in this series.
I mean, you have to do something when you play best of 7.
It's true, but I mean, this seems to be the one that he favors, right? I mean, there's so many ways that you can open up. We've seen the Stargate, we've seen the in-base gateway opening.
First guess on 6 minutes, man, like 6 minutes 0. No additional seconds. That's a really quick guess, and it's also a guess that's away from this Overlord. So, curious to see. What's Hero going to take this?
Does Hero have planned? Violet's opening looks very, very normal. He's gone up to double gas in his natural. He's still droning, but he is going to squeeze out a couple of Zerglings just for some map control. Roach Warren goes down at the normal time. So everything that Violet is doing looks very standard.
First units arriving right now, dealing a little bit of damage at this Queen, but Violet's very smart, focusing down the Stalker, knowing that he can always outrun this Zealot. That's exactly what he does. He should be able to surround it right now with these Lings. Oh, gets to surround immediately. Well done by Violet. Very well done.
Doesn't lose a single Zergling there. Nice control. Stalker's going to have to run back home. Should be able to make it home safely, as we can see. There is no Zergling speed on the production tab.
Still, Hero did not take this gas ban, but he did take the other one, so I really wonder why he's doing that. He's going to take it just now, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. That's really late, but that's something he can get away with because he took the other assimilator so much quicker. Normally you see both assimilators going down at 6:30, 6:40.
Are we going to see some soul?
I think Hero has a lot of soul, man, so we might see it once more. Even though he did not win with it on Ohana, that was definitely not because of his micro. That was more because of the awesome flank that Violet set up in that game.
2 Immortals out already and a 3rd one queued up. It looks like that is in fact exactly what we're going to see.
Such a big map though. And
I have a hard time believing that that Hero's going to be able to make this work, but his control has been phenomenal. Yeah. There go the extra gateways, and you know, this is probably the last map you would ever expect to see this build on if you're Violet.
Violet trying to get some scouting done, never managed to see the robotics facility though, but he's already producing quite a few roaches. He went up to 64 drones, so this is definitely a very healthy amount to just continuously pump out as many units as possible.
Yep, he is now in full roach mode. I suppose he's recognizing the possibility for some 2-base aggression. He's getting +1 range attack, ling speed, roach speed. I mean, Violet is going to have so many upgrades. This is actually coming a little bit late. We see Hero is pushing out 9 minutes, 10 seconds.
I actually feel that it's early. Like, that's really not late. We often see people do this at
9:30.
Yeah.
But the map is so long. It's going to take him forever to cross. And Violet is going to be able to buy so much time.
That is true. I'm surprised that Violet went all the way up to 64 drones though, and that it's still like feels so early in the game. Shortcut for these Immortals. Violet is going to see it right now. Now he knows what he's playing against. Does not have as many Lings as he had before. He has 23 Lings on the map. That's still a scary amount, but if only half of those squeeze through, they will die immediately. It's all going to come down to the engagement again, because now we know that Hero can definitely rely on his micro. As long as his positioning is good, it's going to be tough for Violet. Where is that flank going to be, Ben?
This is an awful narrow space that Hero is going to be walking into, so that's going to make force field pretty good. It's a happy Warp Prism.
Hero's going to have to wait a little bit longer, though. He needs some more. Doesn't have that many sentries either, Ben. Like, normally you see something like this with 8 or 9 sentries. 2 Immortals is going to be dropped in the back of the natural. Perhaps to kill off a drone is not going to happen. Just force some units out of position. I mean, Warp Prism Micro is of course awesome with the Immortals, and you want to keep them alive as long as possible. But if you overdo it, you also lose a lot of potential DPS. Now,
Violet's supply blocked. He's not building Overlords. He's got a lot of money.
And he wants to fight right now, Ben. He is setting up the flank once more.
Perhaps a very dangerous moment unfolding right now. Hero doing a great job of thinning out Violet's numbers. The flank is coming around from behind. Lings will get on top of some sentries, but those are much better forces than we saw previously, and Hero doing some really good damage right now.
Yep, he's doing some good damage, but he also used a lot of force field already. He doesn't have too many force fields to fall back on. But Violet lost a surprising amount of units already. 1 Immortal does fall.
And another Immortal will get picked up, and that's some more great micro from Hero. 104 supply against 103. Army supplies still favoring Violet, but only barely.
I mean, yeah, exactly, and that's not what you want to have when you... Ooh, where are all those drones going, Ben? Violet perhaps falling apart here a little bit, losing a little bit of crucial mining time. Still drones over here in the mix as well. He still has 60 though. How many force fields do we have left?
Maybe none. 0. Maybe 2.
Like 4 or 5, I'd say.
As energy is quickly regenerating.
Hero has a lot of money. He needs to warp in something real soon.
I'm not really sure what he's waiting for. He's certainly not going to be expanding again. There's the big warp in. It's
2 more sentries.
Yeah, 2 more sentries and a lot of zealots.
Army Supply shows us 85 against 104. Upgrades, of course, 1-0 for Hero. Same, just 1-0 for the Roaches. 0-0 on the Zergling. So Zergling's not going to be super effective.
Hero's going to force Violet to choose where he wants to defend, dropping Stalkers in the back of the natural and then dancing forward.
He's going to need that Prism to keep the Immortals alive, and only 2 Immortals can still be enough, but he can really not afford to lose more because you need the DPS of the Immortals to deal with all the Roaches.
Crazy push right now. 145 supply for Hero, 176 supply for Violet. Once again, small supply block.
Hero's going to have to go real soon. 1 Immortal is still in the Warp Prism.
Oh, and Violet gets a pretty good engagement this time. Lings and Roaches coming way forward, but there is a lot of Protoss damage output in this army.
Yeah, beautiful force fields once more by Hero.
And he is just constantly picking up damage units and then unloading them once again. And supplies now favor Hero. 140 supply for Hero against 130 supply for Violet. More great force fields. Roaches melting away.
So many Roaches dying. Hero is up in supply right now, not just army supply, but overall supply. He has quite a bit of money, but if only he had 1 probe outside of his main base, he could have expanded, but he's just going to go in for the kill instead.
I don't think he needs to expand, Kevin. Hero's pushing forward. Violet trying to mount one last defense, but warp-ins happening right on top of these units. The Spine Crawler is going to fall.
Patience is a virtue. Hero waited so long, he was so careful, but now he is doing everything right.
Oh, this is it, Kevin. 110 supply against 80. The drones have been pulled. Violet's entire army has melted away. Liquid Hero warping in more units. Immortals still hammering away. Violet tries to mount. A valiant last stand, but there is nothing left. GG, well played. Congratulations, Liquid Hero, our Season 4 champion. Absolutely phenomenal season for Hero. 5-3 through the regular season. Barely squeezed into the wild cards, but since then he has been a force to be reckoned with.
3-0 against Chef, 3-0 against Finale, then he made it to the offline finals, 3-0 his teammate, struggled a little bit against Paul, but still won 4-2, and at the end of the day, not even Violet was good enough to stop Hero. What a month it's been for him.
A spectacular month, a spectacular season, and a spectacular finish to the North American Star League Season 4. Let's pass it up to Clutch for the final words.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We appreciate everyone coming out tonight. We had a great time here at the North American Star League Season 4 Finals. Thank you very much.
Also, please congratulate our runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, Azubu Violet. Go, go. Hero, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Hero. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a fantastic season and a terrific season finale. We would love to congratulate our other players as well. Give it up for our Tarp 8, ladies and gentlemen. From everyone here at the North American Star League and from Long Beach, California, thank you so much for supporting the NASL, for supporting StarCraft 2, and for supporting esports. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, good night and good game.